can go live on two destinations right away. So it is your call.
Okay. No, next time if we plan for it, because now I'm not having logged in on the social media laptop.
Okay. So we are live, going live on Binance. Oh fuck.
It's a volatile afternoon.
Sorry?
It's a volatile afternoon.
Even the evening. Did you
Yeah,
hear the missiles?
yeah, the alarm. That's what I mean. It's a volatile afternoon everywhere.
What is happening to the market? I didn't even check the markets.
Yalla, we'll talk about it. Market is doing its thing. Oil is going.
Where is it going?
It's going higher.
Hmm. What else did we expect?
Yeah.
Okay, so I just have to go live on Cryptonite. Let me have a look. For some reason, we are not going live on Binance. I'm just changing that. We're going live on Binance also now.
You're doing X and Binance, yeah?
No, multiple, even LinkedIn. Your screen is also here.
Vis- You can see my screen, yeah?
Yeah, I've shared it live. Now the world can see your screen.
Okay.
Okay, let's go. Sarah has just joined us. Give me 1 minute, Sarah. I'm going to bring you up. Is the mic and everything connected? Can you check? Sarah?
Am I audible, guys? Can
Yeah,
you
yeah,
hear
yeah.
me?
Yes.
Perfect.
You are
Yeah, we can hear you and see
looking very
you.
How are you,
scary.
Chris?
There's so much of red light around you that you're looking scary.
What should I do? The entire place is red.
Okay.
Where are
Fine.
you?
So everybody, warm welcome to another live. We have Cryptohead 3, who is in some dungeons right now. There are charts that are looking scary. He claims that he knows how to make money, and that is what we all need. We all need to make not a little money, but a lot of money. And we have my co-host Sarah Fatima Ahmed. Sarah, take it from here.
Hello, Chris. It's been long. Welcome to Aura 8, episode 6. How have
Thank
you
you.
been?
Thank you. It's
What
been
have you
nice.
been
It's been
doing?
great.
It's been really long. You've been a founder,
Yeah.
you've been a trader, an advisor, an early investor. Can you tell us more about yourself?
Oh, yeah. You hit them right. We've been in this space for a long time, me, you, and Valley. So since the 2016, we've tried everything in crypto. We've been trading. creating project, founders, advisor, investing in project. So we've seen it all, and still the crypto space always give us surprises every now and then. But now we are not anymore in isolated. Now crypto is fully regulated, and it's like we are globally recognized, and we are going global.
So, what strategies are you going to share with us today, Chris?
Today we can talk about the market a little bit. I can tell you also about the hype that we're having in the space. Everyone's talking about these days AI agent. They will trade for you. They will make money for you. And at the end, if this was real, everyone should be rich now and chilling on the beach. So we need to understand what's real, what's not real in this, and we're here to clarify these things.
Amazing. So, are we starting off with Bitcoin and Ethereum? Or are we going for meme coins? Are we just going to show them trends, or showing them how to use strategy?
Yes. So look, we can talk a little bit about the market because the market's been doing well recently. Let's say on in crypto side and the stock market also, we can understand the relation to the market with the geopolitics and what's happening. And after that, we can touch up on the AI and on the hype of AI and maybe how can we use AI in order to optimize or make more profit in our trading. So this stream could be targeted for newbies that want to join the trading space, or some people that have been trading, or someone who's very advanced who wants to even take it to the next level. Everyone can benefit from that. So that's the mainly thing. If you want, we can start directly with Bitcoin chart, and you can see we're on BTC1, which is Bitcoin CME future. And if we're gonna talk, for example, what changed in crypto since the previous cycle, we
Sorry,
can
one
directly.
second. Sorry, one
Yeah.
second. Sarah, can you please go live also? I'm trying to get your attention on X. Okay. I told her to go live. She closed her
She
screen. Okay.
disappeared.
Yeah. She disappeared.
Sarah, we miss you.
Go ahead, go ahead.
We're gonna miss.
Take it over.
We continue, yeah?
Yeah. And anybody else who has got any questions, please bring it on. Yeah, we have our friend Cryptohead. He'll give us all the information. So go ahead, buddy.
Yes, perfect. So as you can see here, for example, this is the Bitcoin chart on the CME, which is not the standard Bitcoin on for example, on Binance or on Perp, because if you're gonna talk what changed in the crypto space since the previous cycle, definitely is the ETF. We all been talking about the ETF since 2014, 2024 when it got approved, and this really changed the behavior of Bitcoin. It became more structured. It follows more correlation with the stock market, and it's more heavily traded during the market when the market is open, the US market when open. So, and this is how the whole space shifted. And we've seen this cycle was not like the previous cycle, especially on the altcoin side and on the meme coin side. So, for example, I don't see many at all, to be honest, people charting on the BTC1, which is the Bitcoin CME future chart, which is, in my opinion, more important than the looking at the Binance chart, because we know what happened on exchanges or even other exchanges. Bybit, there is always some wick, especially, for example, we remember the October 10 and other volatilities that are not included in the BTC1, which is the CME future. And we've seen here, we went into the bear market, which was the low of the bear market around 15K, 16K. And we had a good run in the bull run. This was also strong accumulation. After that, we escaped from it and we reached 126. We were discussing all that. I have a trading community. We discussed all that in my trading community before. And we called some of the lows and some of the tops. And for that, for example, we have an indicator called Milcart Macro Commander, which is in my Milcart community we use. And this shows you, for example, this is not an indicator to trade off, but this is an indicator just to see where you are in the market and see which direction we are. And you've seen it is not a new one. It's you can look at it from the previous cycle, and you can see we are when we are in the green, we can go down, consolidate in the green, and continue up. This is a bull run. Then we can start having the darker green, which is we need to start taking care, looking at the market, not taking very high risk position. Once we flip into the orange and then into the red, we know we are in the deep bear market cycle. This, as I mentioned, this indicator is not for trading. This is just to get the direction where you are in the market. And you see here, we were in the lows of the bear market last cycle. We retested, we went above this, so the indicator started flipping into the orange, and then we retested it, and then again, and then we started into the bull run, which we tested it multiple times, and now we are into a bear market that we are testing the red. So this is very interesting from this side. If you look at it, we had the top Bitcoin on around 126. Then we had a drop, very sharp drop, very fast one. Then we went to the 98 level, which we called in our trading community that this will be a top level. We shorted there. We dropped to 60,000, which was very, very surprising to me because I've seen this 60K. I was live trading it when it happened. On all the exchange, we had 60000. It was exactly $60,000. Usually this level will be taken again. That's my opinion. And now we are here, and you hear sometimes about the CME gap, which is now we are just entering the CME gap. If I put it on the 24-hour, you will see it more clearly. We have this gap, which is a inefficiency in the market that usually the price will go back and try to fill this gap and fill the inefficiency. And we are just now testing it. Usually, since now we entered this, if you see before, last week, we went there, we tested it, and we went back down. And we were talking about it in the chats. And now we are inside of it. We are pushing today. This should take us to the top of this CME gap, which is around 82,000 on CME. On the regular exchange might be different pricing a little bit. And after that, we'll decide, we see what the market will do. We might go a little bit higher. We might consolidate here and then go back down. This is something that we're going to be monitoring and updating the community whenever it happens. But this is some of the things that are happening in crypto. But these days, crypto is not anymore isolated. It's trading with many other markets, mainly oil, gold, and the stock market. This is the stock market, for example. And let's put it on the daily, you can see it. And you see here, this is when the stock market started turning down during the geopolitics that happened recently in the region and the wars and the attack. And just when we had a ceasefire, we have seen a very strong run on the S&P and on the Nasdaq, which is also fueled by Nvidia, which is the main stock market that is reflecting the AI boom. And every day we've been breaking a new all-time high after a new all-time high. In my opinion, this is overstretched now. We're stretching it to a level, and we should see some correction. But the stock market, if you look at it on a wider cycle, it's been always in a good uptrend. This drop, this was the COVID crash, for example. This was the war crash, and now we're going into the war crash, and now we're going into a newer high. So overall, the market is looking strong here, but we need to be careful at this level. So I covered just quickly this, and if we want, we can go to the oil. And I was just discussing with you just at the start of the oil. In fact, it's a funny thing when we were doing, in my community, we do a weekly call on Tuesday, every Tuesday, and we analyze the charts. And we decided to analyze just before the start of the conflict and the war, the chart of oil. And it looked like this, and it looked like it's going to break out. And we said, it seems like there will be a war maybe very soon because there is a oil looking like it's going to break out. And we have it on record. It's on our X. It was on 27, 28 was the start of the war. And we've seen what happened after that. We had a strong uptrend in oil. Then we topped here where we mentioned it, and now we are in a consolidation zone. It's moving depending on the news that's happening recently now in the market. Oh, wow, now we're correcting a little bit, so Bitcoin should be up. Yeah, Bitcoin is still pushing higher. That's what we are expecting. So this is the market is changing. This, if we can talk about that, because before we used to trade crypto separately. Now you can trade on the same exchange, the crypto, stock market, and gold at the same time. So you can hedge your position. That's what I was doing recently. You can be in a Bitcoin short, but on oil long. So you can have your risk management better than just having all your asset in correlated. Because when Bitcoin goes down, all the altcoins goes down. You know that. And when Bitcoin goes up, everything goes up. Supposedly, not these days even anymore. So it's a very interesting change in the crypto space now when you can trade and you can trade at on the same exchange with your whole risk management on the same portfolio, oil, gold, stocks, and crypto, which is this is one of the major changes we've seen recently. So this is like a quick rundown of what I have in mind. Let me know if you have any question on that.
Man, there'll be a lot of questions. I'm just waiting for the questions from the audience. But if Sarah has any questions, you can go ahead. Or if as and when people are listening to us, bring your questions. Let's talk it out. Let's understand what it is. Sir, please help me. I have lost $35 in one trade. Sorry, we can not give you any money, unfortunately. So please trade carefully. What do you mean by pump and dump? Like, you have to give me more details on that. So let's talk about BTC trade. What do you think? What should we do? And also tell me this. Yeah, you were telling me that you want to show some new tool, right? Because Sarah also would used to trade. So maybe she can give you her take too.
Perfect, perfect. I'll transition into the AI stuff. I'll cover some ideas. You mentioned about pump and dump, and we had recently in crypto space, we had a very obvious pump and dump, which was Rave. If you remember Rave, maybe you've seen it recently. Let me see the log. This was the chart of Rave. Maybe everyone was talking about it because it's a project that does not have much fundamental. As far as I looked, it's a clubbing or going to the club or some rave doing events coin. But then we've seen a very, very strong uptrend in it. What uptrend? It's very strong pump that engulfed all the previous price action. We went from almost 0.2 to if we can take it to the top, to $28, and then we crashed it all in one day back. So this was an obvious pump and dump. We still have it in the crypto space, even though now we are heavily regulated. And this is where many traders you mentioned should be very careful. Like we mentioned this, we should be far away from this, even trying to short it, because you never know where it will gonna top. People tried to short it here, it went down and they were in profit and then went back up and took all the highs, all the shorter. This pump and dump, there's many posts on X talking about it. It's a pure manipulation to take all the to make all the traders that are shorting this coin lose, and then all the traders who are trying to long this coin to lose. Everyone loses mainly except the manipulator. So usually I don't anymore trade these coins, or at all. We don't look at these. We look at projects that are structured, mainly the one that have ETF and have a good market and good liquidity, because we are trading not to speculate. We are trading here to make profit. There is still many coins. There is one last week, yesterday, also happened the same thing. So these are pump and dump. In the space is very full of pump and dump. You want to speculate, I would tell you better you go speculate on poly market, which is one of the trends that we have these days, which is a very helpful, I think, and maybe we can go into it later on, but for now we're doing charts. So this is one of the pump and dump. Usually, if you're not expert in trading, you should just trade the amount that you're willing to lose, and later on you can improve your strategy. Once you improve your trading, you cannot improve your trading by not losing. You will lose at some point, because trading is about learning from your previous mistake. And whenever you want to learn a new thing in life, usually you take a course, you pay for it. In trading, you pay for your learning by losing some money in your trading journey. That's why in my community we created multiple indicators that at least help the traders to be guided. So that's why also in my community we have three tiers. We have the novice, or like just the beginner who just want to see what's happening in the market. Some of them we call them trading tribe or guided trader. These people who want to learn a little bit more, maybe use some indicators and try to trade, and depending on the trading strategies that they like. To highlight that there is multiple trading strategies. You cannot, if someone is telling you he's trading daily, this is a scalper. Like today we are trading. This is not a, if I tell you Bitcoin is looking bullish, means I'm long now on Bitcoin, doesn't mean I'm long on it tomorrow. Maybe after 1 hour I will look at the market and I will see it. Now it's looking weak, and it will. I should take a short. So if I'll show you some of the indicator, in my community we have a daily newsletter. You see here we have every day a newsletter. We cover the market, we cover the analysis on Bitcoin, and I have a call every Tuesday at 8 p.m. Dubai time. We have a community call where
Can
we
I,
cover.
bro, listen,
Yeah,
listen. I will give you an opportunity to shill your community and shill what you're doing. But tell us, what should the traders do right now who are listening to us on Binance? With what we have over 108K followers on Binance. Okay, but tell us what should we be doing right now, because I think that is more important, and that is what will also get you the people into your community.
what you should be doing in what? You cannot take a, but that's what I'm explaining. I explained this to you now. You cannot, based on one call that we are doing now live, base your trading on that, because this is a call that might change in 1 hour. You need to understand what you are doing when you are taking a trade. You cannot watch a YouTube video from a KOL or YouTuber and telling you Bitcoin is looking bullish. It's looking bullish at the time of you doing your video. But after 2 hours, if there is something happening in your geopolitics, everything turns bearish, and then you will say, "Oh, I followed this YouTuber and I lost money." So that's why I'm trying to explain that better. You understand what you are doing. You use indicators that will help you do your own decision while you are guided by other traders that are more expert. I can tell you, I am not long on Bitcoin. Doesn't mean you need to open a long now. I opened a long on Bitcoin around this level. Today in the morning, I shorted Bitcoin from here, from 80,000. Let me open USDT Binance. From this level, 80,500. We put it in the community. We took profit here. And now we open back a long. So now I am in a long. Once we close the call, maybe I will be closing the long. So I cannot give anyone a call based on that, because this is a these calls change over time. This is a active market. These trades are, we call them scalp trade or day trade. We are not investing here, we are trading. Investment is when you buy a coin and you hold it for a long period of time. That's fine. You can buy Bitcoin now and wait for it to go back above 100K. Maybe in 1 year or 2 years, you will be in profit. That's the best level to buy spot was around $60,000. We can tell people that's a good time to buy. At this level for me now, if anyone wants to do any trade, I would tell them not to look for any long. We are approaching a very strong resistance, which is we are in the resistance level. So we need to wait to see what Bitcoin will do here, and see if it start losing 79,600, I will start looking for a short. So this is one of the ideas. If we want to talk about Bitcoin idea, let me clear it in more detail. We are now in a zone that we call it resistance zone. If I'll explain it also in more detail. You see here, this level, it's been always a strong level of support. When the first time we hit it, and then we went higher, and then we went back down, retested this level, pumped to 98,000, and now we broke below it. So this is a very strong support resistance level. And in trading, there's something called support resistance. So whenever you flip support, you go through a support and become a resistance. Now we are into a resistance. My advice for anyone who is looking to a trade, do not FOMO, do not long now. Wait till the market tells you what's the next move. The next move should be either we trade here, we are not able to break the 82,000 level, and then we drop down. Once we drop down and we retest this level, which is around 80,000, 79,000, and we start dropping down, then you can take a short here and you can ride the wave down. That's one of the trade that someone can do. So this is one of the things that you can take into consideration. This all will change depending on the market condition, but this is what we can do now. Clear? Sarah, what do you think?
I'm sorry, I've been a little distracted. Um,
Yeah.
so Chris, I have a question that if you're a new trader, so whether you need to check for hourly charts or 24 hours, weekly, monthly, what do you suggest? Which is best?
Yeah, exactly. So once you are a new trader, that's what I was starting to advise. I'm not trying to chill my community, but I built my community, which is a fully free community. Anyone, no, you don't need to pay anything, and we will never ask you for money. Neither Vali will ask you or Sarah. This will be a scammer. We need to guide the trader. A new trader should not be trading on the low level. You should not trade on the 5 minute, on the 15 minute, because this is more complex market. You need more experience to trade this level. If you are a new trader, you can open the chart on the 4 hour and on the daily, or 24 hour is the same on the daily, and you can, based on that, approximate where you can enter or where you can exit. You are now if you are talking now at $80,000, Bitcoin is already at 80,000. It just ran from 60,000 and 66,000. So is it a good time to buy or to sell? It's more of a good time to start looking for a sell position. If you are buying spot or leverage, it's the same thing. We are entering a resistance. We should start looking for a sell order, at least for now, because we already had a run. But it's all depending also on another decision. So that's why we will introduce some indicator. For example, you can put the moving average, and you can look at the moving average. This is one of the moving average that we have, where it will give you, if I put it on the 24 hour, you hear about silver cross, golden cross, death cross. This is one of the indicators that will help you also take advantage. So as a new trader, you cannot rely on your experience just looking at the chart. You need to rely also on your experience with other indicators that will guide you and give you a decision where I short, where I long, or where I buy. If you look at this indicator, where you can see here in the bottom of the bear market, we had a golden cross, which was around 28,000. Even if you bought in spot, you bought Bitcoin at 28,000 and Bitcoin went to 128,000, so 126,000. This was an amazing profitable trade. You can do it as a new trader on the 4 hour, on the 24 hour, and you will not need to worry about the volatility of the market. You see here in the indicator gave you a desk growth around 100,000, 102,000. So the trade was from 28,000 to 108,000. Then you have these silver cross and silver desk cross. These are more faster trade, because the major one are on the higher indicator, on the higher moving average. These are on the 21 and the 55 moving average. So this is one indicator that can help you. You can also add, for example, the regular moving average. So you can see if we crossed above. Let me make the chart less crowded. Also, we give you a some level to look at. Also, you can look at, for example, the Fibonacci level, or for example, the moving average convergence divergence. This is some of the indicator that you can find online for free. You don't need to pay for it, and it will give you a indication. We are now in the red. Usually, when you are in the red, what you do? You buy. You don't sell. You buy the red, you sell in the green. This is usually how this. We buy low, we sell high. Usually, retail gets confused when we are in the red. We sell because they are scared, and then when we are in the green, they buy because they think it's gonna go higher. We should not FOMO. We should stay calm and take the decision calmly and based on data, not based on the feelings. If you always base your trading on feelings, you will always have losing trade. So this is what I suggest for new traders. They should trade not very often on the high time frame. They should follow some of these indicators and try to understand more the trading and the charts.
So, Chris, before we move ahead, what are the measurements for a moving average? If it is 24 hours, is it 40 MA, 50 MA, or 60 MA that you would suggest?
Yeah, so for the moving average, there is a standard that trader all use. That is the 21 moving average, that is the 55 moving average, that is the 100 moving average, and the 200 moving average. This is what I use. What doesn't mean the moving average, the 200 moving average, which is the price of Bitcoin calculated over 200 days. This is the average price of Bitcoin. Why this is something that is significant? Because this shows the average price where traders were willing to buy or sell over the period of 200 days, which shows this is a very strong level. So whenever you are touching a level of a 200 moving average or the 100 moving average, this should be a very strong level, because you will understand that this is a level not based on 1 day or 2 days. This is based on a significant period of time and significant amount of trades, and then this level will be considered a strong level. That's why it's significant. Other levels, for example, for me is the volume, and one of the volume, let me show you here. For example, fixed range volume profile. This fixed range volume profile, it shows you, let me just do it here and I'll explain to you. For example, this is the level which is for 69,000 to 70,000. This is we call it point of control, which is the level where most of the trade were happening during this range. So once we broke the $82,000, if you look at it on a broader scale, Bitcoin was in a bull run. We went up, we tested 82,000, we went back higher to the all-time high 127, we went back down to 82,000, we bounced to 98, and now we went totally below it. So in this range, this level, which is around 69,400 or 70,000, was the strongest level. Most of the Bitcoin were traded on this level. We call it point of control. So now if we have a retracement on Bitcoin and you shorted from here, you look to take profit around this level, because this will be a strong level. We might bounce from it and then go lower. So this is one of the other indicators that you should look at. There is many indicators on this. We cannot cover everything on the live stream, but if you want, we can talk also about what Vali mentioned to me, which is you learn about all these indicators and you want to build a strategy with AI, because now AI empowers you and makes you more efficient or more stronger in trading. So if you are a new trader or advanced trader, you have all these indicators, let's say the fixed volume range, the Fibonacci, the MACD, and you have some indicator that you took from community. You want to see how to use them together to have a better strategy. And this is what we built in this platform, which is based on our AI model. Vali, is it good time we start now on it? Okay, perfect. So this strategy is also, now it's not live, it's only we are testing it. It helps trader improve and have a better efficiency in their trading journey. So for example, this is a platform that is guided by AI. So you're not gonna do much. It's very easy for anyone. You can drag and drop. This is RSI or MACD. You can drag it, put it here. So you are combining. I'm combining RSI and the MACD, which was very, very popular indicators. But also on top of that, you can add a strategy that you take from our community or from any other community. It will be later on. You can add the strategy if you have the source code. For example, and all these are guided by AI. So if you put here, this is a scalp strategy for Bitcoin. But you have on Bitcoin, you have Bitcoin Binance future on the 4-hour. Our AI will tell you that this is a good strategy, but this is a design for the 5-minute to 15-minute strategy. It's a scalping strategy. If you are putting it on the 4-hour, you will have less trade. So better you put a strategy that is made for more swing trade. This is a 4-hour strategy. So by that you start looking. You see here, there is a long, there is take profit, another long, take profit. This is on the 4-hour. You can add on top of it advanced Mercard, for example, MMAs, or any other indicator that is everyone using, for example, RSI and MACD. You can specify the condition. For example, what is the entry rule? Whatever happens, whenever this indicator and this indicator match, for example, the price above the moving average, We put the 20 moving average. You just ask me what are the moving average. We put above the 20 moving average. When the RSI is crossing on the low, on the oversold, and the MACD is bullish, then we do an entry. So all these. And then you will ask the AI to do for you the back testing. You can specify here the amount of capital you want to do. For example, this is a $10,000 account, and you can check the settings if you want to add the commission of the slippage of the exchange, and you can run a back test. Here, this is the power of AI. So instead of believing all these bots that are trying to trade online and they will tell you we are trading, they will trade for you, and we haven't seen anything profitable. You try to leverage the power of AI to get a more efficient trading strategy. So now we got this is a demo, but this is how it works in reality because we've been working on that ourselves. You combine 3 strategies or 4 strategies, 1 strategy, 2, 3, 4, and you find the optimal and the best settings for the strategy using AI and backtesting it. And then you can start go and trade it on Hyperliquid or any other exchange. You can connect your exchange and you will have a trading bot. But at least this trading bot is not you're buying it from someone. It's based on your own knowledge and from other community knowledge. So I will advise everyone. I will not. That's something that's not live now, but it will be live soon. I would advise everyone to learn how to use AI to improve their trading instead of just following some bots. And based on the strategies I've seen recently, statistics, 95% of all the bots that are showing any trades at the beginning they are profitable for the first 2 weeks, and then they lose all the profit plus more at loss. So it's better to use AI in order to understand more the market and improve the existing strategies than to try to build something out of nowhere. All good. And it's clear, or I went through it fast?
It's fine. The new traders will be under the assumption that what is RSI, MACD, and MA, and how are they differentiated? Because RSI and MA look very familiar and very similar.
Oh, yeah. So there is a learning curve. You cannot come and start trading without first there will be many mentions, many names that you will not understand. So there is a learning curve for sure. But most of the people that are involved in crypto, as far as they know what is MACD, what RSI, some of the indicator based on many database and many data point from the chart. But how to use them in the most efficient way? You can let AI tell Claude or tell ChatGPT to optimize these for you, and or you can have a more advanced platform where you can combine them all and try to get the best result. I can see now since we started, we're still up on gold, on oil. Oil is going up. So most probably, I think gold should be on the downside. Exactly. Wow. Gold is looking bearish. Very bearish. So this is one thing that if you've seen recently the coloration, whenever we have a oil going up, we've seen gold going down. And this was a misconception before it happened. When the start of the war and the geopolitics, we see a strong rise in oil and then a big drop. And many people were asking us why gold is dropping. There is geopolitics, there is war, there is fear in the market. But oil already had a big rise and big run. And now I think oil is in a trading zone that is a chopping zone. It's not like it's going to go into a bear market, but it's in a chopping zone. It's not going to be just buy all gold and go up. Value, any project, any coin you have in mind you're looking at recently?
Well, for me, wasn't really looking at a particular coin, but I would take some suggestions from the audience to know which coin can we dissect.
Yeah,
Anybody
give us some
looking?
coin.
Yeah. Anybody looking to dissect a token? Let us know. I'm waiting for people to kind of comment something on Binance. I can see people asking for some giveaway. We'll come to the giveaway a little later, but first let's talk about what token do you think we can talk about, and let's go to Mocha token. Mocha.
Oof. Uh, I'm surprised someone still knows about this coin
Which one?
because Mocha, because for now it's not performing well. It's in a
Sorry.
bear market. Let's say that there's nothing to analyze here. It's in a bear market.
Okay. Uh, what do you think we should do with Ethereum? Tell us about Ethereum.
Ethereum. So we look at Ethereum on Coinbase, for example, first. Ethereum have seen a very weak bull run, let's say, for example, and let's analyze it on the high time frame first. This was the 2021 bull run, and the top was around 4,800. And what did we do in the new bull run? Bitcoin went all the way to 127, and Ethereum barely took the highs of the previous bull run. We call this SFP, swing failure pattern. For example, this is where you take the highs of the previous cycle and then now you look lower. So after that, we've been dropping on Ethereum, and we're still, let me just move the chart. We can look for lower for now because this is a low that's still not taken, and this is the recent low. So Ethereum for now, it's fundamentally strong. We are seeing a lot of strengths on Ethereum. We are seeing a lot of RWA. Bitmine is buying more Ethereum, but I can guarantee you that Ethereum will not be running up if Bitcoin is going down. So if Bitcoin is not gonna perform, Ethereum is not gonna perform. And based on that, we can look at BTC ETH chart. I think I have it here, ETH BTC chart, and you can look on the high time frame. This is the Bitcoin chart against Ethereum chart against Bitcoin, and you can see Ethereum has been on a downtrend the whole bull run. It was underperforming Bitcoin. So if you were holding Bitcoin and holding Ethereum, it was better to be holding Bitcoin because you were losing against it compared to Ethereum. We had a strong push at one point. Everyone became bullish, but we didn't even able to break any higher high, and now we're going more lower. So for me on Ethereum side, if someone is looking to trade Ethereum, wait back till we reach the 2000 level. Now we are at 2300. Wait till the 2000, 1800, and then you can take a position. For now, it's approaching this resistance, and I'm looking for a short around 2,500, 2,400 for Ethereum. You know, in this cycle, I can tell you one coin, two coins. One of them it's hyped, and one of them no one talks about it. Let me cover these two, and then we can go about something else. This one coin that's been in this cycle, all the coins are in a bear market, but hype is in a bull market. I'm trying to see if this is the old history. Yeah, we can take it from here. If you've been in the crypto space recently, you know Hyperliquid was one of the new major DEX, and this coin for me, I'm expecting it to do a performance like Solana in the previous bull run. That's my personal opinion. But if you want to just think about it, this is a bear market. We are in a bear market. Bitcoin is going down, and hype is doing a higher high after a higher high. That's something very impressive for a new coin that's not very old. It's only barely 2 years, and we're only going higher and higher. So for me, I would tell you we can draw a trend line here, and we can see now we are on the edge of this trend line. So if anyone was still bullish on hype, I was still bullish on hype. I have a very big bag of hype, and I love the exchange. I'm trading on hype these days also. We are approaching a very decisive level. Even if we can put the chart on the line chart, we can even move this a little bit more, and we can see that we are exactly now on the trend line support. And so this is the lever to make or break. If we start dropping, let's say below $38 on Hyperliquid, then expect lower. So for me now, if anyone has a position on hype, I would start taking some profit and prepare for lower price. Once we break 38, I'm expecting to go to around 30 level, and then we'll see. 29 to 30, this will be my next level. The first level is around, once we break 38, I will decide on a short, for example. So this is one of the strongest coin, in my opinion, if someone wants to, because I used to be a altcoin degen, and I know this guy who's here. I used to be altcoin degen, and but these days, I don't see many altcoins that have very strong fundamental. Hype, one of the altcoins that have very strong fundamental. What do you think, Fuchs?
Yo. Yeah, man, like I agree. But I wanted to ask, what do you think about Bitcoin dumping every time at US Open? Do you think like it's orchestrated or what happens there? Like we've been seeing the same pattern since like months now.
Yeah. So this is there was some rumors about jump State Street, James Street in the US that are manipulating Bitcoin. I
Yeah,
can
the
tell you
Jane
one thing.
Street.
Yeah, I can tell you one thing. We all know that if institution miss the train, if you retail miss the train, they will wait for the next train. But if institution miss the train, they will bring the train back. And this is what happens whenever the market moves and the institution were not, they were sleeping because they don't trade the whole time like us 24/7. They will bring the train back and they will bring Bitcoin to their level. They will sell, bring the Bitcoin to their level, fill their bags, liquidate all the longs, and then go back higher. And this is what happened yesterday. If you saw, the Bitcoin went down, we entered a long, and then went back higher. And now we're breaking highs after highs. So usually it's not like this should be a trade, but if there is a level that was missed, whenever the stock market open, they can fill it. We can call it, I don't want to go more technical, but we look at the previous day high or the previous day low. Sorry, and we see this level. If this level is being used as support, then we can enter a trade there. But that's the thing. If they miss the train, they will bring the train back for them.
Yeah, agree. And I'm sure you saw the recent hacks that happened recently on Layer Zero and then Wasabi. A lot of DeFi hacks are being happening. Uh, like, how was your position when it came to Aave? Like, did you short at the right time? And how do you foresee it performing in the near future? Or maybe
Yeah.
let's give it like a 1 year time frame.
Yeah, look, this was a very unfortunate hack, and the situation was not very good, especially for Aave. This is layer zero. I shorted layer zero and shorted Aave when the hack happened. It was early on before the drop started happening. I think the drop happened here on the hack. Yeah, on the 24th here, around 26th of April, 18th of April. So I can tell you for layer zero, I'm not touching it anymore. It was moving very slow, so it's not worth the trades. If you see here, this is a daily candle, yeah, 24-hour candle. Each candle is moving like not even $0.1 every day. So it's not anymore worth a trade for me. For now, I'm waiting for the low of this week for layer zero. We'll see if it goes there or not, but it will be around 0.3. We are at 1.3. But for Aave, it's a strong coin. It's a strong project. I don't think it's going to go anywhere. But look how funny it is. For example, this is the Binance October 10 week, and we still haven't taken it, which is around 79. And this is, I think, the hack drop. I think it was here 117, 115, 17. It was trying to break out, and we got the hack. And if you look at it from technical, I'm not gonna put any chart or any indicator, but just look at it from here. Since October, or even since August, we've been doing lower high after lower high, lower high after lower high, lower high after lower high. And even here, we couldn't, the latest pump, we couldn't even go above the previous high, which was 122. So for me now, it's just looking for another lower high, somewhere around the 90 to 100. and then I'm looking for the taking this loan. So it's also been very now tough to trade with this low volatility. But if anyone's looking to into any trade for Aave, I would tell you for any buy should look below 79, and for long for now I don't see any long for me.
Interesting. So like I know Valley is also a degen and we love to use like DeFi protocols. Would you say that DeFi summer is over? Because usually people go very bullish on DeFi in bear market because you can just stake it and withdraw your funds later. What do you think about that?
DeFi summer is over. This shows how OG we are because yeah, we started everything started with DeFi summer back then. So yeah, I think DeFi is taking a big hit. I am even very now skeptical about putting much more in DeFi. But there is new protocol coming up, and with the rise of AI, I see we can leverage tokenized GPUs for new yield. Maybe some other project that I cannot mention. Maybe for now they provide yield from institution or other things. And so I think a DeFi will come back in a different way. So we used to have this DeFi yield generating from the inflation of the token. Now we are looking for real yield that's coming from real world assets. It's coming from sustainable places, and this is where I think it's gonna start growing more and more. So it's like a DeFi with institutional mix, which you can argue it's not anymore DeFi, but the market is growing and the whole space is maturing, and this is where we're going. One
Go ahead,
point to
bro.
mention that's always in a bull run. I'm not sharing my bag or anything, but it's the reality of this coin, guys. Not everyone talks about this coin. I don't know why, but this coin is always in a bull run. Tron, Justin Sun.
Yeah,
Even bear.
he
Tell
just
me when.
publicly declared Tron to be the only decentralized blockchain out there after Arbitrum sort of froze all the ETH.
To be honest, look, we can talk about the fundamental on another call, but looking at the chart, I don't see any bear market in this coin. Since like Bitcoin has a bear market and this coin does not have a bear market. Maybe you can call this a bear market here, but we are now in the depths of the bear market, and Tron is pushing higher. So Tron and Hype, I've seen this coin doing well in a bear market. It's not a good place to buy Tron here, but seems Tron is doing well, and maybe you can hold it when it correct back down.
Got it, got it.
Well, but also we have the Bitcoin, the the quantum risk of on Bitcoin and all the high also the discussion around it. So we have a lot of things to be careful about whenever we're trading with these markets.
Folks,
How?
which tokens are you bullish on? Let's not talk about ordinals, but
Yeah, no
but
way.
even if you want to talk about ordinals, go ahead, man. That's no problem. So, what token do you think that you're bullish on, and where do you think you will want to put your money in?
Like at
For
the bottom of the bear market, I think I'll go with Hype. Hyperliquid is something that I use very heavily, and I agree with Chris's, theory about Hype. I believe you have orders already set below $10 or below $20.
Yeah, I have below $20, right? But doesn't mean it should go back there. But yeah, this coin has a demand here below around $20. Yes, this coin has demand. The
Below
team
twenty
is
dollars.
strong, and there is usage on the platform, and they have buybacks, strong buybacks of the token. So this coin has been performing well. As long as Hype is performing well, they have fees, they are generating fees. they are doing very strong buybacks, and this is reflecting in the token price. So hype to
So yeah,
$200.
according to Cryptohead, I think yeah, hype and of course Bitcoin, man. Like I'm gonna buy heavily once it dumps even more. Cryptohead, what do you think is the sell zone for Bitcoin in this run? Like, is it above 82, or what is the max that uh, you actually foresee when it comes to technical?
Yeah. Yeah, so for now, I'm looking at this level between 80,000 now to 82. So I'm looking to start selling around 82,000. This is on the CME. How much the difference? There is like 300, 400 difference between the CME price and the Binance price. So around the 82, 81,800, it's a, I'm looking to sell, to start selling at least some spot if there is opportunity for that, if we arrive there, and to look for short if we start seeing weakness. So but if someone is not does not want to take the high risk, sorry, we can wait to see what Bitcoin will do in this range, which is $2,000 to $3,000 range, 79 to 82,000. If we lose this range back after a couple of days and we try to retest it and we start losing it, then you can start taking short on leverage. And then you will have a stop loss above 82, and you can ride the drop down or at least till the support, which is around 70,000. So this is what I'm looking at. Now we are approaching sell zone, not buy zone anymore.
No, yeah, that's actually correct. So, what if the other possibility hits that it goes above this resistance and it forms a different channel? So, what is the high for that channel, if at all that happens? Is it around 87? Like, can you move the cursor? Like for the next channel, is it around 87 or maybe 90? If at all that happens.
If at all it happens and we break this level and there is a lot of bullishness, we can talk around 89 to $88,000. That's what I'm saying. I'm saying there is a also gap here, and I think there was some also volume profile there. So around 88 to $89,000. This is where I will look after that. But we look from level to level. We don't speculate. We are not like looking into the crystal ball and trying to predict the price. We are trying to trade based on the best risk to reward. And for now, if I'm selling at 82 and my stop loss is at 82,500, for example, I have good risk to reward if it goes down. Bitcoin, we've seen it before. Yeah, it has good runs, but it always corrects. So you can always take this into consideration.
Yeah, that was actually very insightful.
Well,
Yeah, perfect.
what do you think? What do you think is the other token that you are looking at, and maybe he can dissect it for you further?
I mean, I was gonna say rave, but no, just joking. Not rave. We're not going for that, you know, pump and dump schemes.
You better go rave.
Any other fundamentally, huh?
You better
I
go
better
rave
go
instead
rave
of
if I talk
spending
about
money
rave?
on
No,
rave.
man.
Look, I'm
No,
thinking
man.
with
No,
you,
that's
some
not
strong
gonna happen.
fundamentals.
We see these.
Yeah, some strong fundamental. These days, to be honest, on any crypto exchange, you can trade also stocks. And I was in some good position on Hood, which is Robinhood, which is also where we are now, 76, 73 on Robinhood. So this is one of the stocks that I'm looking at. I am looking
How do
at
you have a
Tesla.
Robinhood?
Huh?
How do you have a Robinhood account?
Arbitron?
How do you have a Robinhood account?
You don't have Robinhood account. You can trade Robinhood on any crypto exchange.
Ah, okay, okay.
It's now available. So on Bybit they have it on TradFi or on regular Perp. On Binance they have it on Perp. So these days you can trade stocks on Perp, and even the S&P, which is to be honest, it's been performing quite well these days. So you can, that's what we're talking. The trading these days in crypto, you should not be only focused on crypto. You can diversify. You understand the macro economy. You can trade oil, gold, crypto, and stocks at the same time on the same account and manage your risk. And I think this could be a nice ending or for everyone who's listening that don't anymore look only to trade crypto coins. Some of these coins are very hard to trade and very risky. They are very dumpy. We are seeing many coins that are pumping and dumping. So better be stay, especially we are in a bear market. If we were in a bull run and everything's pumping, maybe I will give you more risky trades. But since we are in a bear market, we are in a very geopolitical situation that's not very stable. Every day we have some instability. So better stay with the strong fundamentals and don't go high risk for now.
Folks, tell us
I think
where
that's
are
the
you
word.
now? Where are you right now? Where are you chilling in Dubai?
I'm not chilling. I
Uh,
was here for a meeting. I'm at downtown.
I can see
So
Burj Khalifa
I just got
behind
done
you.
with where? Oh yeah, behind there.
exposed.
Like I just got exposed, location exposed. But yeah, like it just got over. Then I just hopped into your stream and I saw Cryptohead talking some real truth bombs, man. Like his technicals are bang on, you know. And I would suggest everyone to join Melcart community. Like Cryptohead is there, and they're like amazing bunch of traders. You can learn a lot, and you can trade like crazy. You know, all the fundamentals will get cleared and stuff like that. And every week they have a community call. Cryptohead, what day is it? Like, is it on Tuesdays?
Yeah, every Tuesday at 8 p.m. Dubai time.
Yeah, Tuesdays, 8 p.m. Dubai time. So everyone should, be there because it's not just what do you say, like crypto. They in the community they're like stocks, they're metals, they're like there's S&P, everything. So you get the overall all round idea of whatever's happening in the market. So yeah, I think it's a good place to be. And yeah, later on I'm gonna see Cryptohead very soon, maybe after this call.
Great. I think there is already a love story being in the mix of crypto head and folks. Uh, there is no judgment at all, so no no worries. Tell us,
It's
folks,
all
and
about making money. We love making money. That's it.
man, I told you there is no judgment. Whether you love making money or you love making love, I'm not here to judge. Uh, Tell us that for in this in this current market that we are in, w- how much of our portfolio should we actually use it in crypto versus regular stocks versus gold and silver? What do you think should be the right thing? I'm not very bullish about, or rather, I'm not going to talk about ordinals, but I would like to know more about what you guys think. Folks, let's start from you first. How much is okay? Wait, tell me this: how much money have you lost in ordinals?
Ah man, only if I could show you my graveyard. I have a huge graveyard of these ordinals that I hold. I did make some, I did flip some. Mostly, whatever I made was during the runestone and dog era that got airdropped to all the wallet holders, and that's all about it. And maybe like a couple of flips after that. But overall, I have a huge graveyard of these ordinals. I don't have a number to it, but yeah, I mean, that's the name of the game. That's all right. But yeah, we I also had I had platforms live, so we sort of generated some revenue there. But that's all about it. And of course, answering the other part of your question, I think I sort of agree with a lot of financial analysts that they say like only just expose 10% of your portfolio to crypto, and the rest can be in stocks and gold and stuff like that. I think that's the ideal textbook scenario. It might differ uh, for regions and what we actually do in real life, But if I have to suggest to somebody, it'll just be like just expose 10% to crypto, and rest there are like metals you can anytime go for the safer bets, and even some tech stocks. And I was even looking into I was having a conversation with Cryptohead the other day about like fiber optics and even semiconductors. So maybe that's like a good sector for some people, because they're going to be used in like various like space activities, and even in defense. So that's something I'm bullish on. But yeah, that's all about it. And then the mainstream like gold, silver, that's all. And of course, Bitcoin, man. Like, and if you're exposing 10% in crypto, a majority of that has to be Bitcoin. That's what I believe.
That is a very interesting take from you folks. What about you, Cryptohead?
All in crypto. Look, it's different because I can tell you
You
one
can
thing.
be all in for the viewers. You can be all in crypto, but have a very good medical insurance like Cryptohead, right?
Look, you can be all in crypto in USDT, so you're fine. You're it's stable. um,
Believe it or not, USDT is my favorite cryptocurrency. I like it even better than Bitcoin because whenever I'm consulting somebody or whenever I'm getting paid, when they tell me I will pay you in our tokens, I'm like, I really like your tokens, but you know what? When I sell it, you will blame me for dumping it, but I've got bills to pay. I've got shit to do. So why not just USDT? And I'm so glad that at least in my circle and in my known people, I started doing this way early, like in 21. I started doing that because all the other projects that were floating at that point of time um, didn't make any money. So, and the projects that made money, they had vesting period. So imagine you see your wallet being like $1 million, but what can you sell? Fucking nothing. So I'm so happy that in a way I chose to stick with USDT, and I'm glad I know the founders of USDT, and I always tell them that USDT is my favorite token.
Yeah, we've been all in the space, all of us. There was always rumors about USDT and not being backed, and now it's the most secure, most backed, most standardized crypto project in the space. They are the one who are building a strategy on Bitcoin also. So yeah, I'm saying you can be in stables in USDT, and so I was saying now, if you want to have exposure to oil, gold, crypto, and stocks, you can do it now in crypto. So that's why I'm saying you can be all in stables, and with stables you can have exposure on all the assets, the classes, not only one or two. But also being in cash is important, especially when there is a politics uncertainty, because you can buy the blood in the streets, which is we've seen a lot of stuff that is correcting in price, and for example, real estate or cars, and you should be on also on some cash in order to be able to capitalize on these opportunities. But also, if you can buy tokenized real estate or tokenized cars very soon, so stable is the way to go.
No, absolutely. In fact, at 4 o'clock, we had a live with Dhaval, who is the VC from Sigma Capital. He's Vineet's new partner. Vineet was earlier at Cypher Capital.
Yeah.
And then Ivan from Wow Summit and the RWA Week, we had a long conversation around the trends and how the Wall Street guys have taken over the RWA narrative. Though Dubai, I think is pretty good. We have seen over 160 to 200 million of tokenized assets, which is still great because there is a relevant guidelines here. Dubai property is always in demand. Even with this situation that's going on currently, I I see a correction coming in. A correction was always anticipated, but nobody expected it to be in this way. So I'm on bullish about RWA. But then, guys, tell me something. Why RWA did not take off the way it should? Because I think 2 years ago I was at every fucking conference saying that RWA is the bloody narrative. This is what will bring our mothers and fathers and uncles and aunties into crypto. But I clearly don't see that happening to the extent that it should have happened. We'll start with Furks. What do you think, buddy?
You're on mute.
I'm not able to.
No, your voice is cracking up. Can you exit the thing and come back again? It reminds me of the old landline. uh,
Dial
you know,
up. This is the dial up.
dial-up modem. Okay, he said dial-up. I didn't say dial-up, so he's very old, not me. So you tell me. By the time Furks comes back, tell me what is
Yes.
your take.
Look, in the RWA, it's a very serious trend, and as you mentioned, it's mainly now governed by institution because there is two type of RWA, and I was also on a panel last week, and there was this discussion. There is RWA, which is tokenized assets that are already digital, so you are just tokenizing an asset, putting it on a blockchain, and making it accessible for everyone. It's which is now we have a lot of it, which is tokenized T-bills, tokenized bond, tokenized stocks like X stocks. And there is the RWA, which is tokenizing real world assets. And tokenizing real world asset, you need a trusting entity in the middle. Because at the end, someone needs to own this entity in real life, this asset in real life, and it will be an entity. And this is where regulation comes in. And this slows down the process of having RWA accessible to everyone. It's been happening, especially in Dubai. Dubai is one of the leading in RWA in licensing and in regulation, but the adoption is slow because it's not giving this integration in crypto yet. But it's coming very soon. I can see many projects doing that. So tokenization RWA that is for digital asset like stock bonds already happened. A lot of it, like Ondo Finance is doing a lot of it, T-bills tokenized, and we are even using some of it to generate yield in DeFi. So this is a good adoption. The tokenization of real world asset, physical asset, it's gonna be slow. It's gonna take some time because it needs a trustable entity and it needs more regulation.
And what do you think about Maple's new token Syrup?
Yeah, I was trading startup when it was going down. I haven't looked at it after that. Let me see where it is. Wow. Okay. Yeah, this is a coin that has very strong project, very strong fundamental, but from price performance, it's been lagging. I can tell even recently I was expecting sort of to perform a little better with the DeFi issues, but why it's not performing as much as expected? Because DeFi is now in a, let's say, bear market, DeFi bear market. If you remember last bear market, we have a C5 bear market. We have all the Celsius, all these, forgot even their names now, all these centralized finance that went down with Luna and all the other. And now we are seeing DeFi having some crisis. It's not going down. It's a crisis that's making it stronger. But let me look at it in a quickly to see if there is any level that we can look forward to it. And this is not my main settings. Mhm.
Also, show us your trading setup. Are you on the laptop or are you on the phone?
I am on one of the laptops. I don't usually show my setup because it's exposing some stuff maybe you don't want to expose. So usually I don't show that stuff.
Okay, so I will come to your house and see it personally then.
Yeah, if you can find my house.
I thought I
Uh,
thought you were kind enough to invite me over, but
I
turns
will
out,
invite you over. Yeah, that's fine. That's fine.
yeah. So tell us, share please, share your screen also, no?
Oh, I'm not sharing. Sorry. My screen is visible.
I have to make it visible. Hold on. Yeah.
Perfect. Perfect. Okay. Okay. Yeah. So startup is now in a very slow downtrend. Recently, we had a silver cross, so it's looking a little bit bullish on this side. I would tell if anyone is trading it, we can look at this level. This is on a short time frame, not long time frame. So it's not like I'm buying the dip for a bull run, but on the short time frame, we can look for resistance around this range, which is let me improve it with the EMA 100 EMA and the top of the previous range. So around this range, which is between 0.277 to 0.29, I would look to sell for now. If we have some strong push upward, we can look for a move to this level. Here, I would tell you look to sell and then write it down for lower because I think for now it's looking fine. It's doing higher high, and we can look for this level. Once we see this level, we see how the resistance will look like, and then we can decide from there if there is more upside or we're gonna go down. Of course, Bitcoin will affect the situation, but it's looking good for now. Yes. There was another one, Spark, I think. Spark pumped. It's also a DeFi coin. Yeah, Spark pumped recently with the DeFi. Wow. Mhm. Yeah, we can see this was a big pump on Spark.
One second. Everybody who's listening to us right now, if you guys have any token to discuss, please bring it on. Yeah, let's talk about your favorite tokens. Bring it on. Bring it on.
Yeah,
Listeners
let
are
us
in
know more.
BTC. This is what somebody has told me. I don't know who, but yeah.
Bitcoin. Bitcoin, we covered Bitcoin. You can watch the stream at the beginning.
We have already spoken about Bitcoin in the starting. So go ahead.
Yeah. So Spark usually recently did a very strong move because with Aave and the hack on layer zero and the Calp DAO and Aave, we have it had a very strong move. I think it was around 2x, 200%, and then it corrected back down very fast around 45%. And now we are holding support around the 618. So if anyone is looking for a trade, which is a very risky, this is a very risky trade, but we can look from a trade this way. The stop loss is just below the slope. So 5% downside and upside at least for here. So you have a good risk to reward. And this is one of like it looks nice this trade. Also, I saw Dash was looking bullish and Zcash, but let me just hide this one if because I remember this coin before, and we can have a tight stop loss here, and we can look for a quick long at least to the TP1 here around 0.042, and then you can keep take profit to this high. So this is one of the coins that I think is also doing well. It's a DeFi coin. Yeah.
Which one?
So let's see what oil is doing. Oil is going down. Yeah, it's going down now.
Are you on what trades are you live on?
I am long on oil. I am also Robinhood. I am long on Bitcoin and short on gold. That's it. Spot, there is always hyper liquid, but yeah, this is a bear market situation, so you don't trade high risk.
And what about gold? How's gold looking now?
Gold, you can trade it also with crypto these days with XAUT. We talked about gold even before. Gold now, look, if you look at it on the high time frame, we went up, we had a very strong push, and then we made a major high. This major high came with a very strong push down. Was a low. Then we made another major high. It was a very strong major high with a like a head and shoulder pattern, and then we dropped again with a lower high. So we are creating a higher, lower high and lower lows. Now we had also a major lower low. So I'm expecting this range again. So I was short from here. My target is this range again. So we are starting to get into this range, which is around 4,500 to 4,200. So for now, this is my target. I'm looking to take profit on this trade here, and after that, we'll see. But maybe oil will do this another lower low because we've been doing this lower high, and lower low. So we might do another lower low here between this. If we are talking high time frame, if you see it, it's a logical chart. We can do like this: take the lows of here, so below 4,000. Everyone will see, oh, gold went below 4,000, means now we're gonna go lower. It's gonna be a bear market, and then we go shoot higher. So this is speculation, but this is how you interpret the chart for a long term. For now, I am short and I'm looking to take profit here in this range between 4,400, 4,300, 4,500, which is we are approaching my take profit, and then we will analyze and see. When I take profit, doesn't mean I close the short. It means I take 25% or 50% of the trade, and I keep the rest, and I put my stop loss in profit. We keep the rest. If we are not able to hold this as support and we rock down, we will go down and I will take more profit here below 4,100, and then we will see what happens here. So yeah,
Interesting.
step by step.
Interesting.
The interesting thing is because sometimes we think that all or gold is a strong asset, it should perform well during uncertainty, but that's not the case. Oil is a traded asset. There was a big run on it. We had a major top. This is a all-time high since forever, since ever. Like never we had this level. If you see, this was the previous high. Oil is have a very long history, and it was the 1,000 before it got retested. We had here the $2,000 level, and we had it's like a Bitcoin top cycle where we had a very strong push and then a correction. So we should expect this correction to keep doing.
Got it. I think I hope that we all have learned a lot from this conversation. The idea is always to keep bringing in interesting people and to have to continue chatting. But you know what, Chris? I think that we should do this more often. And
Definitely, yeah.
yeah, because the more people we get, the more conversations we have, the better it is, not just for us, but also for the people who are watching. Because the more people watch this, the more they will be able to understand which way the market is going. And we all are looking for someone to ask questions. We all are looking for someone to understand what it is and how we can actually break things down. Uh, because a lot of money is riding. Like for maybe you and I, $35 is not a lot of money, but then somebody on the stream is saying, "Please, I made a loss. Give me $35." So it is sad to see what things are happening, but at the same time, there is so much of opportunity around here for all of us to actually bring in more energy, bring in more vibe, and have more interesting conversations around this. But the last few questions while we end this is that what is the what is the craziest loss have you had in one trade? Tell us that.
Look, I've been in crypto for a long time, and I've had many strong big losses and many strong big wins. So it's my body is full of losses and wins. I will not say all of them, but I can tell you recently there was I don't know if I can speak about it, but
October 10th.
there was
October 10th.
October 10. Let's talk October 10. Yeah, because there was one a bigger loss for me earlier, but October 10 was a major loss. Yes, one of the majors, maybe the third biggest loss, because this market. I was trading crypto because now it became institutional. I was trading and expecting Bitcoin and crypto does not drop the way they drop, especially that on Binance. We are not blaming, but I had collateral USDE which depegged and went to zero point 0.6. I think, while it was supposed to be $1. So suddenly my collateral also became lower than what it was the value of it, and it triggered multiple liquidation and multiple losses on this account. I think October 10 was a big loss for anyone in crypto because we had the biggest liquidation event ever, around 20 billion. So we always have scar around this October 10 in crypto.
What do you think actually went down on October 10th? Like, what the hell happened? What is your take? I've heard different
Uh,
words. Let me hear
yeah,
your word.
look, there was multiple opinions going around, and we should always say allegedly because I heard there was multiple lawsuit for people claiming things and not claiming things. So all of it is allegedly. I'm not claiming I know the real story, and I'm just what I saw in my account. What happened? There was a DPEG on USDE on Binance. It did not happen as far as I saw on other exchange, which some people who had collateral supposed to be, let's say, $100,000 collateral became suddenly 60,000. So this automatically trigger multiple stop loss. And in crypto, everything is related. If you have collateral, especially recently in crypto, you can have your collateral other coin. You don't need to have stable coin as collateral. So you can have Solana, you can have Ethereum, you can have any other lower even tier coin as collateral. And once the market started having multiple liquidation, all these coins lost value. So your collateral suddenly dropped not in a standard way, which is 20% or 10%, dropped 50, 60, 70% within a couple of minutes to 1 hour. So this triggered a liquidation that was not seen before. I will not go into more detail, but this was one of the things, yes.
Got it.
That's why crypto is risky. Yeah.
True, true, true. So thank you everyone for being a part of this. We have gone. This is our longest live till now. Um, is there any other token you want to talk about, or should we end the live, or if there's anything
Now we
else you
talked
want?
about good tokens. Whenever I see a token, to be honest, and I will let you know. Maybe I'll share with you, and you can share it with the community, and we can always let everyone benefit. So I'm happy to always share whenever I see a coin with everyone. Maybe if there is any opportunity, so we can profit.
Sure, we can do that, and also let me know whenever you want to go live. We can keep going live. I would love the community to see some live trading action. So
Perfect.
just
Now I know that we can always plan maybe for next week or the week after one live stream with live trading. Perfect.
Yeah, we can do that, and also we can talk about the markets on a regular basis and stuff like that. So let's do it. Thank you so much for your time.
Thank you.
Let me
Thank
see
you,
the
everyone.
live stream.